Hello, everybody. Susan and I are getting ready to make some energy balls. We're going to show you. Wow, that's really weird. My eye's blinking. It's like slow. Look.
Yeah, it's
Can you
delayed.
see it?
Yeah.
Delayed.
And then you rolled them to the side. And
Weird.
Like, whoop.
All right, so we're just setting up. We're just doing our setup here. And then we're going to show you how to make these energy balls that Susan made at the Elevate Cincinnati this past August. And we're going to show you how to make them. And then we'll give you the link to the recipe on Susan's webpage. They are really, really good, high in protein. And I wanted to make a bunch before our at-home water birth because I need to have a high protein snack. So every month we're doing a live cooking show cooking Facebook Live on the Elevate Cincinnati page every month. And so I thought this would be a good one for this month because I wanted to get these balls. Selfishly, I want to get these balls made for our at-home water birth. So we're just getting everything set up here. We got our technical set up for our computer. We're putting everything on these books and boxes. And then let's see. I think this will be good. Is that good?
I think that's good. Is it too wobbly?
It's a little wobbly, but I'll just, what if I push it in and secure it this way? There we go. There we go. It's not going to be perfect, but I think it's good enough.
Let me do something with that window back there.
Okay. So we're going to show you how to make these balls, these energy balls. And here we go.
Here we go.
So what's the first step?
The first step is we're doubling our recipe. So 2 scoops of Vanilla Complete.
Vanilla Complete. Okay.
Vanilla Complete is, it's a plant-based protein powder with a combination of chickpeas, pea protein, rice protein, soy protein. And our soy at Juice Plus is water washed.
And you could use, if you don't have the Juice Plus Complete, you can use a protein powder.
Yep.
When it says scoops, is that like each scoop is like
a fourth of a cup?
A fourth of a cup. Okay.
So we're putting in half a cup of vanilla.
Because we're doubling it. So I can have a lot of these balls for the birth.
And after.
And for afterwards, because I'm supposed to have.
And before.
And before. I'm supposed to have high protein snack on hand. So we're going to stick them in the freezer. Yeah. And then this is the chocolate complete. Okay. So again, if you don't have this, you would just use the protein powder that you have. Are there any other protein powders that you would suggest?
I like Complete because it's plant-based. Doesn't have any chemicals in it. It's just that's actually 24 whole foods in there. So that's the only protein.
So this is a different kind of protein powder because it's hi Mom, hi Becky.
It's the only one I've used for 16 years, so I don't even know what else is out there. I know that I stay away from anything with whey in it, and because it's dairy, it's inflammatory, and it's so high in protein, your body doesn't know what to do with it.
What is
whey protein?
Oh, okay.
It's a cheap way to get lots of protein in a product, and everyone seems to think you need a lot of protein for your muscles. But guess what? Your muscles are 75% water. Not 75% protein. So we do need protein, but not that much all at once. And they've even found that some athletes have OD'd on protein and gotten themselves into big trouble. So I stick with the plant protein, and I don't know about any other one. I know there's just pea proteins out there, but I say if you're going to pay $2 for a serving, you might as well get 24 whole foods while you're at it, not just one. So,
and these make smoothies too.
Yeah.
So.
And you can put them in muffins. You can put them in pancakes. You can add them to your cereal. You can do anything you want with it. And it stirs up, it shakes up. You don't have to have a blender unless you're doing fruit and spinach and kale. But it shakes up really easy. My friend just told me she's re-fallen in love with Complete because she started shaking it up with coconut water. Just the vanilla and coconut water, and taking it to work with her and actually doing it at work. So she just shakes it up and drinks it.
Drinks it at work, like a smoothie?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
All right, so
next thing,
the protein powder.
that's the protein powder. Now we're gonna do 2 cups of oats for y'all, doing 1. That's a half.
That's all right. I can manage.
Here's the full. If
Okay.
you want to do full.
All right, so
We're gonna
2
do
cups.
4 cups of oats.
Oh, 4 cups of oats. 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. Okay. 4 cups of oats.
And then I'm just chopping up.
Done. I like to put it out of the way when we're done.
Yeah, I'm just chopping up some raw almonds, which are right here. I usually get my stuff at Trader Joe's, but Heather went to Kroger's, which is fine as long as they're raw. I like to do raw because then there's no added anything from frying them. Or,
She's chopping it up over here.
so I'm just chopping them up. Yes, you could buy sliced ones or you could buy chopped ones already, but
I didn't get them chopped.
I tend to just buy the whole ones myself.
How much are we supposed to put in there?
We are supposed to put in 1/4 of a cup. So I already measured out 1/2 cup of almonds.
Okay.
So when I get done chopping, you can just dump them in. And the next thing on there is 1 to 2 tablespoons of hulled hemp seeds.
Can I just dump those in?
You can dump those in next.
These are, I think, already, these are hulled hemp seeds.
Do you want the tablespoon? What did I do with it? I thought I had it out.
It's right here. Are these?
Oh, those are too tiny.
Those are too tiny.
Here's 1/2 tablespoon. So do your
right.
math, sister.
How much?
1 to 2 tablespoons. So I usually do 2 tablespoons. So
Okay.
you're gonna put
So this is a
4
half of a
tablespoons.
tablespoon. So I need 4 of these because I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of hulled hemp seed.
You're gonna put 4 tablespoons of whole hemp seeds because we're doubling it. So you're gonna put 8 of those in there.
Oh, 8 of these. Okay. Because this is a half of a tablespoon. 1. So hulled hemp seeds. And after all this is put together, we're going to roll it into balls
And eat them.
and eat them.
You know, sometimes it's, if you have time, you can put the mixture in the refrigerator and get it a little cold. They roll together a little bit easier.
7, 8.
But we're not gonna do that today. So there's your almonds.
Almonds.
You can dump those in.
Just dump them in, like, even though they're so chunky.
Yep.
Okay.
Dump
Dumping the almonds in.
the almonds in.
Okay. Raisins.
I'd say do 1/2 cup and we'll see how many we have. 1/2 cup is what the recipe calls for. Sometimes you only need about half that much.
Okay.
Let's get a bill for now. You might want to put another 1/2 cup.
All right. So full cup, because we're doubling the recipe.
That's right. Oh, yeah. We need more.
Okay. I like raisins anyway.
Yeah. Then we're gonna do,
I like raisins so much.
you're gonna eat
I'm
some.
gonna eat them. You want any?
No.
Okay.
1/4 of a cup of pumpkin seeds. Usually when I do a recipe, I've altered this recipe since I made it. I just do 2 tablespoons for a recipe, so doubling that would be 1/4 of a cup of raw pumpkin seeds.
You don't have to chop them up or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Now you can do this all in the food processor, but I wouldn't put the craisins in just yet. You could do it in the food processor and just blend it all up real quick. And then the oats will get smaller, the seeds will get smaller.
How much of the sunflower seeds?
1/4 of a cup.
This is something else I like. Quarter cup?
Yeah.
1/4 cup of sunflower seeds.
I have that measurement.
Those are yummy.
Here it is. I have another batch of these going that I'm gonna make with pumpkin, but my pumpkin was still frozen, so that's why the spoon was missing.
Okay, put that to the side.
And then chocolate chips, these are the vegan Enjoy Life chocolate chips. My recipe says 1/4 of a cup. I found that if you do 1/4 of a cup, that's too many. So I do 2 tablespoons. So actually we're gonna double
Which is
the
a half of that.
recipe.
Can't wait to try some, says Ted. Ted, you've tried them before. Susan made these at the Elevate Cincinnati.
1/4 of a cup, because we
So-
doubled the recipe.
Side story here. I bought all this stuff like a week and a half ago. And to bring over here to make the balls. And between then and now, 1 bag of the mini chocolate chips was eaten. And then I bought a second bag, which we accidentally finished last night. Oops.
So
I texted Susan. I said, I gotta stop at the store and pick up some mini chocolate chips unless you have some. Because yes, we ate 2 bags.
Yeah.
Oops.
'Tis the season.
That's right. They're
Now-
hard to eat. The mini chocolate chips are hard to eat. To just eat.
If you want some really good chocolate to just eat, let me share my secret ingredient, which I have to chop these up. Oh crap. I took them out of the package. But these are Ghirardelli dark chocolate chunks.
See, she keeps her stuff in.
Much easier.
Are you giving me
to
all
eat.
these?
However many you want.
Look at how many I got.
So if I was going to use those instead of the minis, I would
Baby's happy.
chop them up. But I use these in my chocolate chip pumpkin muffins. And when you bite into a chunk of that chocolate, so good.
So you keep all your stuff in like jars.
Yeah, I take it out of the plastic and put it in jars. It's easier to see. It's easier to find in the closet, and it just keeps better.
It's a good idea.
So we're going to do 4 teaspoons of
Okay.
cinnamon.
4 teaspoons.
Or you could do a tablespoon and a teaspoon because that's what
Yeah.
4 teaspoons is.
Yeah. There's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. If you didn't know that.
All right, so you just need 2 of that because that's a half.
Cinnamon. And we're gonna get you guys the link to the recipe. But we'll probably make these again for next year because they are so good. It's a nice simple breakfast for a lot of people too. Okay,
All right, stir that up.
tell me what to do now.
I am.
I don't know if I like this.
She's the
Okay.
sous chef today.
Okay,
Or I am, I don't know. All right, so now we need to mix together in a separate container.
in a separate container.
And sometimes I do this in my Nutribullet. Today, I think we'll just do it in a bowl, stir it up. We're gonna do all the wet ingredients. So we need a cup of almond butter.
It's amazing I haven't touched this. It's been in my cupboard for a week and a half.
You were busy working on those chocolate chips.
Unless somebody else touched it. I don't think so though.
Nope. We
Nope.
gotta stir it up.
Nobody else touched it.
I'll stir while you measure the peanut butter. How's that?
Okay.
So same thing with the peanut butter. We need a cup of peanut butter.
There's a lot of oil at the top of this almond butter.
Some people throw that out and just use the butter so
With
it's
this?
not as much oil.
Oh, the oil.
But I like to stir it in because it's a good fat. It's just the almond butter oil. It's not like added oil.
This is a new jar of peanut butter. Nobody in my family has gotten into this yet.
You need mine.
That's amazing.
So 1 cup of that in this bowl.
I'm just looking.
The lid.
How much peanut butter?
A cup.
Okay.
For y'all doing a single recipe, it's a half a cup.
1 cup.
Most people don't like this real nut butter because of this very reason. You have to stir it. But then once you get stirred up, it does not separate again. And I keep mine in the refrigerator.
You keep your almond butter in the fridge?
Yeah. And my peanut butter.
And your peanut butter? Why?
Because I buy the natural stuff that
Oh.
doesn't have any.
Does
once
it not separate that way?
Right.
Oh.
Yep, I put my tahini in their fridge, my peanut butter, my almond butter, my sunflower butter. These are good with sunflower
Just because
butter
I went to
too.
culinary school doesn't mean I know it all.
Sunflower butter is really good in these if you have somebody with a nut allergy. So you could do sunflower butter and tahini and skip the peanut butter and the almond butter.
But sunflower butter is more expensive.
Yeah, but if you can't eat peanut butter, it's a good alternative.
True. Yes, my mom says a whole jar of peanut butter that hasn't been touched. Can you believe it in our house? That's because everybody has their own jar of peanut butter right now. This was a 4th jar of peanut butter that we have in our house.
Oh, that's right. You were doing a challenge to see who went through the jar first.
Yeah.
So how's that going?
I mean, Ted's already almost at the end of his jar of peanut butter.
yeah.
I think I've maybe gotten through a 1/3 of mine, maybe.
And what kind of peanut butter do you have?
We just have Jif. It's just the Jif.
Oh, you both have a jar, your own jar of Jif.
Yes.
Crunchy, creamy, all
Creamy. Yes.
I'm a crunchy kind of girl.
It's because he eats it so fast. My husband eats his peanut butter too fast. And something I've noticed, everybody dips into their peanut butter jar differently.
Mm-hmm. And some people get jelly in their peanut butter.
It's just, I don't like my peanut butter messy.
You probably have your jar like I have mine.
You know, it just
Scraped
looks,
around the edges.
it's just, you know,
Top of this.
I don't want to open my peanut butter jar and have it look not appetizing anymore. So,
Oh, you were supposed to put that in here.
what?
The
Oh, crap.
wet stuff. That's all right. No harm, no foul. We'll just
How much of this?
cup.
1 cup of this?
Yep.
Another.
Let me get out the.
That might be pretty much this whole jar. Almost.
Yeah.
Not quite. I do like almond butter. It's good.
Almond butter is another one of those pricier items. All right, then we're gonna do a cup of, we're using maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
I don't like my stuff really sweet. So what I'll do a lot of times is half and half or 3/4 and 1/4. So instead of a cup of maple syrup, I would do like 3/4 of a cup of maple syrup and the rest water.
Let's do the full. What does it
Okay.
call for?
A cup.
Yeah, let's do the full.
Okay.
Having a baby. He needs the full.
He needs all the sugar for energy.
I think it needs some. It
There
needs
you
some
go.
what? Ted says I'm winning. Oh, he's winning the peanut butter. I'm not sure if that's winning or losing. All right, so maple syrup. We've got our dry ingredients here, and we're gonna mix them with the
Wet ingredients.
wet ingredients, the peanut butters, the almond butter, maple syrup.
And
Anything
honey.
else in there? Oh, honey.
Honey.
But we didn't put honey in.
I mean, vanilla. I'm sorry.
Maple syrup and vanilla. How much vanilla?
2 teaspoons.
Okay. 2 teaspoons. So I've got a half of a teaspoon here. So 4 of these.
Yep. And the thing we didn't put in was any salt. And sometimes these balls do just need a little salt because oats are not salty. The peanut butter, does your peanut butter have salt added?
4. Probably. It's just regular
Almond
peanut
Might
butter.
have a little salt added. So I'm gonna be a real cook and just throw a little
Add a little salt in there.
add a little salt in there. So
Okay.
you want to go at it and stir that up?
So if you've had the balls, comment below and let us know what you thought of the balls. If you haven't had the balls, you can comment and be like, I can't wait to try the balls. But you're not getting any of these balls because I'm going to be eating all of them.
Already spoken for.
These are, we decided to make these each month because we're doing a Facebook cooking live each month. We decided to do these this month because I'm going to be having this baby in like less than 3 weeks, supposedly. And so I'm supposed to have a high protein snack at home. So I was like, let's make the balls. So we're making a bunch of them.
And she likes them, so.
And they're good. And the other thing I really like is you can make them big. So when you're making them, it probably won't take as much time because if you just make them big, you don't have to make as many.
And
then you've got a whole like meal. For me, that's like a whole, like that and a piece of fruit. Like that's breakfast right there.
Yeah. My husband loves to have one when he gets home from work at night, and he just wants a little something.
Yeah.
So I keep them in the freezer, and we haven't had any in the freezer since a while.
I mean, they're like, you can make them like that big.
You can make them like a golf ball size. You can make them smaller than a golf ball. You can make them walnut size.
You can make them any size you like your balls.
That's right. You want big balls or little balls? It doesn't matter to us.
I like the big balls.
TMI.
I'm talking about these balls.
Oh, food.
These balls.
Energy bites.
The energy bites. Balls.
And like I said before, you can do all of this in the food processor. I am basically lazy and don't like cleaning that thing out.
Oops.
Plus, women back in the day when they washed clothes on rocks and churned butter didn't have flappy arms. So anytime you can get a workout in for your arms.
That's funny. I was like, where is she going with this? Women back then.
Back then. Those pioneer girls.
Well, I mean, since I am having an old-fashioned birth, we figured don't use a food processor. Make these the way you would make them back then.
Yeah.
That's good.
Nothing bad with a little peanut butter, almond butter, and maple syrup.
And that almond butter just gives it a little different flavor. You probably could use all peanut butter, but
You could.
the almond butter gives it that extra little special
These
flavor.
are like, you could even throw raisins in here, and you could throw some pecans in here, because these are called everything energy bites.
I just want to eat a little piece of it.
I know, she's just like a kid. She's not even
Yeah.
waiting until the batter's in the cupcake holder. The
So
good thing
good.
about this is they're raw and edible, just as they are.
Now we're gonna roll the balls.
And you can grind up oats and pumpkin seeds and roll them in that powder if you want to, but you don't have to. And I think we'll just do them like this and not roll them in anything.
Sorry, what did you just say?
You can grind up some oats and some pumpkin seeds and make like a powder that you can roll them in.
Oh, like a coating?
Yeah,
Oh,
but you don't have to.
that's a good idea.
These are pretty, I did that for Elevate so they wouldn't stick together. But this ingredients here it's a good consistency. It's not too wet.
So that's the nice part of these videos is like you can get the recipes and everything, but in the videos you get these extra little,
You get us.
you get us,
And if this is,
these extra little tidbits of
if these
information.
don't stick together well, which they're going to be perfect, you could always add a little water. So whose ball's bigger?
I'm making the biggest ball.
When I made them for Elevate, I made them about that size.
Yeah, they were. I think I had 3 or 4 of them. My ball's bigger.
Well, yeah, you dipped in and got more after I said that.
Look at my ball.
Her ball wasn't that big until I said we're having a contest.
My ball's more round too. Your ball's a little wonky.
My ball's a little wonky.
Just kidding. Just kidding. It's okay. Your ball. It doesn't matter the size or the shape of your balls. They're going to taste.
They're gonna taste.
They're gonna taste good. And either way.
And for all you people with your minds in the gutter, we're not talking.
We are talking
sweaty
about
balls.
the energy balls.
We're talking about
Okay.
energy balls, energy bites.
Energy bites.
I have a funny story. One year for Christmas, I made my girlfriend's energy bites. I made them like 3 different kinds, half a dozen. And then they're always after me to make my spiced nuts. So I was sharing with them what their gift consisted of. Unbeknownst to me, I said, I've made you balls and spicy nuts. And they were hysterical. Guess you had to be there.
Let's see what people are saying. I think it needs some more peanut butter. Definitely. Hi, Mariana. Hi, Elizabeth. No honey. Nope, there's no honey.
You can make them with honey. We made them with maple syrup.
Honey is not vegan. It's an animal product.
Yes, I know.
That's a bunch of balls. I want some. Where's the recipe? We're going to post the recipe. Elizabeth likes smaller balls. Okay. Elizabeth, I didn't know that about you. Mark said it's turning into an SNL skit. Better than an SNL skit. Delicious dish. I don't know what this, somebody, Ted posted a YouTube. Oh, the balls at Elevate. Yes, they were tasty. Ha, ha, ha.
Ha ha ha.
Yes, it's turning into a funny skit.
Whoops. Sometimes you have to wash your hands in between because your hands get
So actually, I'm surprised. They're really, it's not sticking. They're pretty easy to roll. These are easy balls to roll. They're not sticky.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to take these balls home. So I'm going to freeze them. I'm going to freeze.
And they'll last in the freezer for as long as they're in there because they never last that long.
Well,
They get eaten.
that's a
Is
good
my
point. That's a good point.
But they
I mean,
can stay in the freezer
how
for
long
a
do you think
while.
they would last? 6 months?
Oh, I probably wouldn't leave them in there that long.
No, that's too long. Why would
A
you leave
month.
balls in the freezer for 6 months?
A month.
A month? I bet they would last 3 months. There's nothing in here that's
Yeah.
gonna really get funky.
You could actually just keep them in the refrigerator.
That's true. I
I
bet they'd last at least a couple weeks in the fridge.
Yeah, I put them in the freezer so they're out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, that's
basically.
smart. That's smart. Yeah, I'm excited. I think I have enough to make these again. I would just need to get
Chocolate
almond
chips.
butter. Well, if I could keep chocolate chips in the house,
Yeah.
I wouldn't need to buy more chocolate chips. But yes, I would need to get chocolate chips and then some of the complete. So,
And you can order complete that you get it every 2 months, every month, or you could just do a one-time ship and just have it on hand for this kind of thing.
and if you want to do that, you can contact Susan. She can get you,
Hooked up,
or you can contact me and I can
hook you up too.
hook you up too. So, yum.
We're making fast work of this. I usually end up doing this by myself, and
How
it's so
many
much more fun to do with a friend.
for Elevate? Did you quadruple? Or
I think I did. I think I made 4 batches.
so you quadrupled it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really, I mean, and we had wasn't there leftovers or no?
Yeah, there were leftovers.
So there were
like 90,
like
90
40 or
some balls.
40 people there, 50 people there.
Yeah.
So for next year's Elevate, you'll double that,
Yeah.
really.
Because who cares about having extra?
Yeah, we're probably for sure gonna have these balls next year because, like I said, they're so nice because you make them and then you individually wrap them all,
No,
didn't you?
no.
I thought you did.
I just set them out on a plate.
Okay.
And they even got rained on because it sprinkled that morning, remember?
Yeah, but not really. I mean, it didn't really rain that bad.
No.
But yeah, I ate like. Did you roll them in something though?
I did. That combination of oats and
Because they were kind of whitish.
yeah.
And I feel like that was good because it kind of protected them from getting mushy.
Yeah.
Because they never really got mushy. Because I guess when you brought them, they were frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would definitely suggest if you're making them for like an event, definitely at least put them in the fridge first. I thought they were really good cold. Just kind of like refreshing.
You can eat them frozen because they're not frozen like an ice cube frozen.
Yeah, they're just solid.
Right.
Solid balls. Sorry. I'm just being immature now.
That's all right.
Oh boy. Let's see,
Get them all out of there?
there's more comments. We'll look at what they are in a second.
See how the chocolate chips are just kind of falling at the bottom of the bowl?
Yeah.
No need to put in.
Yeah, and I
Really
think
is
we
enough.
didn't use the total amount of chocolate chips. I wouldn't mind it, but I don't think you need it because you've got all the sweet from the peanut butter and the, the cranberries, the craisins and everything else. I don't think that's a big deal. You could probably even mix the chocolate chips. But why would you do that?
Omit the chocolate chips?
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that. That's a stupid idea. That is a stupid idea.
And clean up the counter.
Let's see. What do we got here?
Let me wash
I can't believe you're doing 3 weeks. So happy for you. Thanks, Mariana. Funky balls are the worst.
Funky balls.
We are thinking he might come sooner. Make a cheese ball size one. Oh, cheese ball. We already made them. We're going to keep these separate for now. But that's an interesting idea. Interesting idea.
And then
So-
you could cut into
sorry.
it and put it on something. You make a cheese ball size one. You need a bag for those. Did you bring something to put them in?
Look at all our balls. No, I didn't bring anything.
All right.
Look at all the balls. They're so pretty. All right, so I'll put a link to the recipe in the description at the top. I'll add that after the video is over so you guys can find it easily. And anything else?
Nope. In case you wondered, we're in my kitchen today.
We are in Susan's kitchen. I just got a massage. We trade every week.
Yeah.
So I get a massage.
I might be lucky to get one more yoga.
I get a massage every other week.
Massage.
And she gets a private yoga session with me every other week. So we trade. So this week we're at her house because I just got a massage.
Yeah.
Yay.
Next week I'll be at your house.
And then next week she'll be at my
Maybe.
house. And put August 29th on your calendar for 2020. Elevate Cincinnati is going to be amazing. We are finalizing the schedule. But one really amazing person that we have on board that we're super duper excited about, Dion Leonard, author of Finding Gobi. Check out the book. The first 20 registrants get a free signed autographed copy of Finding
Nice.
Gobi. There's 14 of those left. 6 have already been claimed. So don't wait to get yours as more and more people find out the tickets are going to go.
Yeah.
So don't wait. And I think that's all.
I think we're good.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a few more comments.
Thanks for
They
joining
look
us
great.
today.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us, everybody. And we will see you next month, I hope. We might have to skip a month. We'll see. Because the baby's going to be born and we might, I might show you how to make breast milk. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. That would be weird. That would be a little weird. Yeah, so we might have to skip next month. We'll see. But if we don't see you next month, then we'll see you in December.
Yes.
And have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Heather.
It was fun. Namaste.
Namaste.